Hey P-word family! What's that? You guys probably know from the previous video or the previous two videos, you know, because we've been posting about this, that Piia and I are engaged now, so we're no longer boyfriend girlfriend. We're fiancés.
Which feels very weird to adapt to. Like I sometimes slip and call him boyfriend. He sometimes slips and calls me
and
girlfriend.
then we use that
still,
excuse to get angry at each other.
to get angry at each other.
Yeah, we really want to make this longer talk video, sharing the whole story
from my perspective
and your
his perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, as you can see, we're in beautiful tropical Seychelles. It's our
that was a surprise destination.
Post-engagement honeymoon destination.
Yeah, like engagement moon to celebrate our engagement.
So this is a surprise destination. Pia didn't know before we came.
Yeah.
And you probably thought that I was gonna propose to you here.
Yes, exactly. So we're gonna tell you from each perspective. If I had an idea, if I didn't have an idea, and how did Edward arrange and for how long. Okay. Let's start with you.
All right, you gonna ask me any question?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. First question, when did you decide that you're gonna propose?
So just a little backstory of what actually happened before Pia starts grilling me with questions is I basically planned a private desert dinner in the middle. Bedouin style. We're both not of Bedouin culture, but it's very romantic in the middle of the desert.
Very nice.
Happened to be under the full moon just by chance. We got very lucky with that.
Oh my God, that is the most mind-blowing thing that happened.
On Mid-Autumn Festival, which is very significant in Chinese culture.
Chinese culture. It's not just any full moon. It's Mid-Autumn Festival, full moon.
And then basically my vision was that like it would be on one of the dunes. We'd be at the top of the dunes and there'd be a photographer at the bottom and they would take pictures and everything and there'd be like a big moon in the background. And then after we would have dinner, right? Private dinner in the desert alone, which is exactly what happened. Like it went exactly perfect to plan. So it took a lot of planning and a lot of like arranging everything. I had to coordinate with the hotel. I had to coordinate with the photographer.
You were probably so stressed.
Yeah, I was very stressed.
So when did you start planning for this?
Like you as a person or the exact time slot? You as a person I've known for a long time.
When did you like actually
start planning things?
Yeah, start arranging for a proposal.
Well, first I have to book the trips, and I book a lot of trips on points. I have to book out a year in advance. So I would say I started planning this October 2024.
Wait, but did you plan that it's going to be a proposal?
Yeah.
Or did you plan like it's going to be a vacation, then later on said like, oh, maybe it should be a proposal?
No, I planned that it was a proposal.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so why did you decide on the place that you were going to propose to me?
So I proposed to her in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful desert resort called Al-Maha.
It's not just any resort for us. It's a bit more sentimental.
So it was actually the first destination that we went to together that we really, really loved. The order of everything was that Seychelles would be last, just because I booked like this place well in advance as well.
Yeah.
And then Lebanon was in the middle, and then Dubai was the beginning. And I wanted to make it a case where like you would be able to break the big news to your parents when we went back to visit.
So proud of you, so proud of you. You know, I get to see my parents for 1 week every year. They would be so sad that they missed my proposal and they're gonna have to wait another year to see me. So.
Yeah. So technically I really wanted to make sure that it was done before we went to Lebanon, which is what happened. I mean, like obviously I wasn't gonna do like a big public thing, but you know, I've been dating Pia for almost 5 years now, so clearly I know exactly what she likes, and she likes everything that I like.
Here's the thing with Edward and I never imagined what my engagement would look like. To be very honest, maybe other women would know exactly how they like it to unfold, but for me, I never imagined it. I only know exactly what I don't like, what I hate, and I told this to Edward. I told Edward, I don't like public spaces or to do it in public where there's people around. I like it to be intimate. I don't want to be under the spotlight or under the spot. I also don't like grand stuff, or I feel it's very artificial, and I like more simpler things. So these are the things I told Edward, but I never exactly mentioned what I love and what I like.
The thing is, once I know what you don't like, which you know I know.
Yeah.
It's about picking the special place. And the place I chose, Al-Maha, the desert resort, is our first trip together, our first hotel that we fell in love with. We have like there's most beautiful memories there. Did you suspect it was going to be Al-Maha?
A little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't even know that we were staying there?
You know why? No, so this is why. Okay, from my perspective, I'll get there.
Okay, let me ask you some questions now.
Okay, sure.
First of all, do you like your ring?
I love it. So here's the thing. I give you a hard time because
Yeah.
we would discuss rings and suddenly I would change my opinion.
Yeah, she
and
flip flop and everything, and then she's like, "Don't do that, don't do that." And I like,
No.
there was a time where I ordered it already, and she was like, "Don't get that one."
Yeah, so I
I
didn't
was
know
like, what do
back
you
then,
mean?
right? So no, it's just that again, I have never envisioned what my like proposal ring would look like, but I know certain things I don't
Yeah,
like. If
right?
I were to do it, I think the charm of it would be gone. You know,
If
I were
you were to
cook
pick it, it doesn't make it. There's no charm in it.
the
You know.
charm of it would be gone. So maybe the best thing I did is to just let it happen and
Then trust.
and I was
that's what you ended
very
up with.
happy and satisfied with the results.
Yes,
So
exactly.
yeah, I'm very happy with the ring.
And,
We will definitely get another ring to wear it on the daily because I feel that is a little bit of a target if I wear it outside. How did you decide? Wait,
Sure,
can you
ask
tell
me
me
that,
how did you decide on the ring specifically?
Yes, there's one thing that I know that Piia always wants is elongated fingers, right? Or like fingers that like, so say you get and you're like, oh, I want nails, my fingers look long, or they. So I was like, okay, well I can't get her a boxy ring. Because a boxy ring is gonna make her fingers look
You're
long,
so good at
not
this.
elongated, right?
Yeah.
And then
I
secondly,
have short fingers if you guys think-
Exactly,
look
yeah.
at it.
and then secondly, I know you love the color gold for your jewelry, so I was
Yeah,
gonna go
absolutely.
with yellow gold and not white gold.
This is the gold I always wear.
Yeah.
The bracelet I always wear.
So the ring color was gonna match it. And then thirdly, the size of the carat. I know you wanted something bigger. Not all women want something bigger, I don't think. Like someone want like a quieter, more quaint one to, I don't know.
Here's the thing. I like very quiet or very bold, not in between. That's literally my style. It's either like the tiniest.
So you're telling me I could have gotten you like a tiny
No,
ring?
but again, it doesn't really make sense. But I like, usually if I'm going for jewelry, I like something very subtle or very bold. I don't like in between.
So I got my sister to help me pick out, to show me the spots where I can go to pick out a ring. So I was like, okay, Michelle, my sister, can you come ring shopping with me? I have no idea what to do. I don't even know where to start.
Because to be honest, your sister made it so suspicious.
Yeah, no, I asked her to confirm, does she really want this stuff? And then my sister went confirming. But the point being is, before I went shopping, I was like, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I'm absolutely clueless. Like, I think every guy, when you guys get to that stage, you're gonna realize that you're so clueless in everything. You have no idea what ring shopping, whatever, how to plan a
What's
proposal.
ring size?
Yeah. So I had to like, well, the process went like I had to take a ring from Piia and measure it on a paper, and then get the approximate size, and then I had to be like, okay, well, we're in the desert, so it's a little bigger. And then I went to that shop with my sister, and they're telling me all these random things about specifications for a diamond and a ring. I have no idea. Like, what is clarity, cut? I was so confused. But then I learned a lot about rings now. I learned a lot about diamonds. I learned a lot about the industry that De Beers started to extract a lot of money from loving couples like ourselves. De Beers, the diamond company. So look,
It's worth it.
look. I mean, it's a cultural thing. Like it may or may not be a scammy thing, but at the same time, like as long as it makes her happy, I think that's what most guys think, right? Picked out a shape, more of a elongated shape, oval shape, and then I had it ordered and shipped to my sister's house. The ring got to us like a couple days before we had to fly out, so it was very, very like tight.
How did you hide the ring from me all
Not
that
so easy to
time?
hide from you. What do you mean?
What do you mean so easy? Is it easy to hide stuff from me? I have to be
If
more
I wanted
detective.
to, but the thing is, I have nothing to hide from you
No,
except
like
for rings.
except
for rings and proposals.
On the trip.
Actually, the scariest thing I was like, okay, if she looks at my Instagram, she's just gonna see like wedding photographer chats and everything. Like that's the part that I was like, oh shit. That's if she looks at my Instagram,
You're
it's
so
super
lucky
sus.
I didn't go through your phone.
Yeah. So like we don't
I
like,
don't do that.
but we can if we want. Like,
Yeah, we
as in,
can
like,
if we
know
want,
each
but
other's
we don't
codes and
usually do
stuff.
that, yeah.
We don't usually do that, but it's possible. So I had to put it in the general request box just in case.
Oh,
But anyway,
I know
so
your
yeah.
tactics now. But so wait, no. On the trip, like, was it hard for you to hide it? From
No,
me?
it's easy. It's so easy to hide from you. Like
When you were about to propose, like, you hide it, split it.
Oh, it's
from-
easy.
Yeah. By the way, on that note, Edward, this ring was the first jewelry
yeah.
gift from Edward.
I don't buy many gifts for Piia that are physical in nature.
Yeah, they're more experiences.
But even gifts,
I
like
love.
gifts, I give them things that are very functional. Like if she like
Oh
a
yeah, that's
pair of
true.
shoes, like a new pair of
they're
shoes,
very
running shoes.
functional. But he knows that I love jewelry.
Yep.
So
Yes, I've never bought her any jewelry
yeah,
before.
the nicest gift from him.
Yeah, a lot of jewelry that she owns is like a family thing. passed
Yeah.
down or something. Your
Yeah.
mom gave it to you. So it's your first
Yeah.
first
Or
piece of
I
jewelry.
bought. How did you feel leading up to the proposal? By the way, I've been with Edward for almost 5 years. It's 4 years and a half, but I like to say 5. And I've never seen Edward nervous ever,
Yeah,
except that day, that moment, that specific moment when he proposed.
Yeah.
Edward was extremely
I was
nervous.
so
So I want to
nervous.
know, how were you feeling throughout the whole experience?
So, being totally honest with you, I was very nervous, and it wasn't that I was unsure. It's just that it's a very scary thing, as a guy, willingly taking the. Also, it wasn't that I was unsure. Also, it wasn't that I thought you would say no. So there's no nervousness and rejection or whatever. The nervousness came from like being a guy, having to make that ask. You are willingly changing you and your life and your girlfriend at the time's life forever. Even if you're so sure about something, just doing it and like making that one massive change in your life is huge. It's a
Yeah,
very
it's
nervous thing.
huge.
It's like, I don't think that girls will experience it because you don't have to do it. You have it happen to you, and this is a massive commitment. And even if you're so sure about it, it's still a very nerve-wracking
I
thing.
think it's a good thing to feel, actually. That means it's not just, yeah, we're getting it, it's like a real thing, you take it seriously.
I think maybe you should be nervous because like if you're not nervous, then you're just like, it's just like an everyday thing to you.
At least from the man's side, I wasn't nervous at all.
Yeah.
I was trying to make you less nervous by making like,
Yeah, you're like, I can't wait for this. Yeah, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
No. So this is how I was feeling about it. To be honest, most of my feeling was prior to the engagement. Like throughout the years, I was like, I will always ask myself, like, when is Edward gonna
Did you get scared? Like you're like, oh, when?
No, but I was like, there comes a time where you're gonna be like, then when?
Well,
like
the thing
we've
is, I
been
don't-
together for so long, like you feel like, okay, it has to happen at least sooner than later. right?
I don't know what it is though. It's when you're ready. I was ready now. But also, it's like, what is it typically for cultures?
But
I don't know.
I think it made really sense to be asked at that time because
Yeah.
we are already moving into a different chapter in our lives. We're moving in together in our first apartment together alone. My mom was like, it would be amazing if this would happen before we do that move, to feel like we're solidifying things.
Yeah, I asked you on the first opportunity. It made sense.
It made sense.
Yeah, so
That's
you should
true.
be happy about that.
So yeah,
So did you expect it on this trip?
little bit. I felt it was the right time, but I didn't want to put my hopes high and get devastated. So I kind of went with the flow. I didn't really think much of it. I didn't really prepare for it. I didn't pack any of my dresses, any of my heels. I didn't do my hair. I didn't do my nails. So when I felt it was going to happen in Dubai, while I was in Dubai, I realized too late. I was like, okay, I need to work with what I have, and it turned out to be perfect,
So
honestly.
what gave it away in Dubai?
Okay, so I gave it away in Dubai. Edward, all out of nowhere, asked me to get my nails done.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, that's strange. Because for me, I can get it done in Lebanon for way cheaper, and I have an esthetician that I love there. I know her work. But he kept being adamant, and in an indirect way. Like he would say, well, we have plenty of time and I'm working, so why don't you just go and do it? And he kept insisting on getting my nails done, and that was the biggest telling thing.
Yeah. Well, you always said like, hey, I really want my nails to be done if
that
I'm
would have ruined
pictures.
it for me. So that was how I realized it.
Yeah.
Leading up to when he actually proposed.
So you knew it. You did know.
Yeah, I did know. I also suspected it was going to be Al-Maha.
Did you like the proposal?
I loved it.
Was it everything that you had imagined?
It's beyond what I've ever would have imagined, for real. It was amazing. And for me, for it to coincide on a full moon,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
don't understand how
Full moon.
important that is for me. For it to coincide on a full moon, unplanned,
So-
is such an auspicious thing.
Is it very-
Because it is... Yeah, full moon, usually if you get engaged or you get married on a full moon, usually it is a very auspicious thing because it marks completeness.
You know how girls are
You
with
know.
their astrology. You don't want to sound like you believe a lot, but you do believe a lot, yeah.
I love when there are signs like that, and then even the dress that I ended up wearing ended up matching the color of the sky,
It did? Oh, yeah, it
which
did,
was
yeah.
so perfect. Like I didn't
Yeah.
plan that, and just happened to have
Yeah,
that,
it's true.
and yeah, look, everything was so perfect.
Yeah, I
and
think
so
it-
amazing. And the best part is that I get to reveal the surprise to my parents when we fly back. That was very
that was very important to me too.
that was very important to me, and I'm really glad. And the reaction was very nice.
Anything that could have been improved?
No. Here's the thing about it.
Improved.
If you try to control it too much, you're not gonna enjoy
I
it.
think that every fiance girl should appreciate what her fiance has planned out. The guy goes through a lot of stuff to get to that stage.
Absolutely, to get
and
there.
and the thing is that the guy goes through a lot of stuff in the best possible scenario as well.
We ended up having an amazing night that night. We didn't tell them. Like, we spent the whole evening by ourselves. We put music on. We started singing, started dancing. We ate, we played. Edward started howling to the moon. Oh!
Yeah, it became a
We're
werewolf that night.
completely isolated. You know, you can
Yeah.
do anything.
Everything you want in the desert.
It was amazing. Honestly, it was one of my favorite memories we have together. So yeah, it ended up being so magical. And
Yeah.
these smaller things you don't plan. They just happen, and it was amazing. So yeah, this is the
Enjoyed?
story of how we got engaged.
Yeah, that's our full engagement story. And we're on to the
And-
next chapter now.
Stay tuned because we're going to be covering our life together now that we're moving into a new apartment together, and everything
Yeah.
that comes with that.
So stay tuned for the next chapter of our lives, and we're checking out. Bye guys, see you next time.
Your love